Hey everybody, guess who's back? So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Daphne and this is my channel. What I mainly do is some basic makeup application. So while I chit chat and everything, I figured, you know, I could do a simple little eye look. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Snap Palettes. So hubby got me number 2 and number 3. If you don't know what the Snap Palettes are, they're 2 tiny palettes with 6 colors in each of them. On the back you have the colors there, and this is what they look like on the inside. This is number 3. This is what that looks like. And this one is called Deep Neutrals, and the other one that he got me is the Cool Neutrals, and these are the colors in the Cool Neutrals. And so I guess the Snap palette, the snap is because they snap together, and you can and there's like 8 of them, so they snap together this way, and so you can use either one each way. I guess it makes it easier to carry them around. I don't necessarily carry my eyeshadow compacts around, but I guess if you travel, it makes it easier to bring them along with. So I am going to kind of sort of experiment a little bit. So we'll see how this works out. First I'm going to apply some Fenty Beauty eye primer onto my lids. Really give these colors a chance, because I've noticed like sometimes like they're really pigmented, but then like the colors like kind of like turn muddy on me, and I know it's not the palettes, because I've seen just women with just the most beautiful skin use these colors, and you know, like that have deeper tones than I do, and it looks amazing on them, and then when I put them on, they kind of look muddy. So it's obviously user error. Let's apply some eyeshadow. So I am going to go with a nice fluffy brush and use not that one, this one. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm going to start with this color right here. So some of you might be asking, where have you been the last couple of months? You said you were gonna be filming again, and why should we believe you now? You don't have to believe me. I set my own schedule. I work a full-time job, and then I'm human. I go through these emotions, and sometimes I just don't like seeing myself on camera. So I did have like I had almost 60 subscribers. I don't know if some of them were bots or whatever, but I'm down to like 54 now, which is fine, because this is like a visual diary that that I wanted to keep for myself, and I kind of like was enjoying it, you know. This pretty color. These colors are so pretty. I have to tell you, I just put on the one color and I almost feel like that's good enough. But just for because we're playing around, I'm gonna add let's go into the cool section, because that was the warm section, and I don't want to mess it up. Let's add this pink right here, and we'll add it in. So that's one thing, and I've just been working and just trying to get on track with paying my bills and things like that. Life is, you know, life is life, and I just been trying to like get through it. I'm looking for my favorite Hustler Baby. That's by Fenty Beauty as well. This is not a total Fenty Beauty, obviously, because I didn't use her foundation. I have to get more of, I have to go back and like try to sample some of the other alternate colors that have come up with the with her foundation line, because if you don't remember, the first foundation that they tested me for was entirely too dark. It was $450 or something like that. Some ridiculous number. And it was, yeah, $450. And it was just entirely too dark, and just, it had too much orange, too much red. It was too red. Then I went back and I got $430. $430 is definitely a closer match once it dries down. But then I was thinking like $420 might be a good color for me. So yeah, that'll probably be something later on down the line that I'll try. So what I'm gonna do is go into this color, which is Mean Money, and it's like a neutral tone, and just kind of go under my brow and highlight that area there. Just a little bit goes a long way. And like I said, I'm doing like a pretty basic eye look, and that's that. It's like in person you really can't see it, but it's like it like cleaned up under my brows, because I don't do the whole concealer thing or whatever. But it just, to me, it lifted it up and made it a little bit brighter. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think I'll go with the Fenty Fly Liner for my eyeliner look. So yep. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I haven't gotten that Fenty mascara yet, but I'm sure that'll be down the line, because I was thoroughly impressed with how beautiful they make the eyelashes look, because I do wear falsies every once in a blue, but it's a lot of work and I'm terrible at putting false eyelashes on. And I love these type of mascara wands, these fat brushes, because I feel like they are able to grab, you know, like just the smallest hairs and like accentuate them as I'm trying to, you know, give a little drama. My bottom lashes are pretty decent. I think that's good for a very simple look. I think this is cool. This is nice. So for blush, I'm going to use Juvia's Place single blush in this is Bella, and it's like a corally kind of color. So I don't necessarily always put highlight on, because I tend to have a heavy hand when it comes to highlight, and then I end up looking real crazy. Fun story, one day I decided to try this technique of I forgot who I was watching, but they put like liquid highlighter underneath their foundation, and it gave them like a little bit of a glow. So I was like, oh, let me try this. So I went to go and do this, you know, highlight under the foundation business, and it wasn't a good look. I looked like I swallowed a handful of sparkles. Like, my face was so glittery, and it was too late. I was on my way to work, and so I looked foolish. And it was like every person that came in contact with me was like, oh, you're sparkly tonight. It was absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna use the Hustler Baby and just dab a little bit up here. Sometimes if I'm careful and I do it light enough, then I get that highlight, you know, that hits it just right. But sometimes, you know, sister is just hitting it wrong. Cause I'm a fool. And I think that's enough. We don't want to get too crazy. And last but not least, I haven't worn this in forever and I miss it. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Howell also bought me another replacement because he was like, you should be running out of the other one soon. So it's another Fenty Beauty, one of my favorite lip products that she makes. She meaning Rihanna. And this is an Undefeated. It's a purple, dries down matte, and it stays on pretty much all day. You tend to start eating like real careful, so you don't, like, if you're eating any greasy, you know, it's gonna break down the makeup, the lipstick. So, you know, that's that. So I haven't worn this in a while, so I kind of want to wear it because I can. Yeah, it'll go with the look. What have I done? I have not put setting spray on in a long time. Only because sometimes I feel like it's an overkill, especially if I'm not going any place that serious. Today's just a regular day. And yeah. So I don't know if I mentioned the lipstick I'm using is Undefeated, one of my favorites. 362 on the foundation, number 2 and 3 on the Snap Shadows, Hustler Baby and Mean Money on the Fenty Beauty. We got the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer, which I think it really did help make the colors pop. Yeah, I could practice a little bit more with the liquid eyeliner. The liquid eyeliner, because this one I think went on really sloppy, and then this one, it's pretty decent. The mascara is hiding my multitude of sins as it comes in reference to that. Yeah, so this is like, I think this is going to be my first video in February, but I believe there'll be another video that I'm going to probably post before this video, and I'm gonna do a BoxyCharm unboxing for January. First box of the year. Yes, the first box of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to everybody that turn on their notifications and have subscribed and are like, you know, that know me personally and have asked, hey, what are you gonna upload? I missed you, you know, doing your makeup and just chit-chatting. Thank you so much for giving me that extra oomph. My hubby, definitely, he has been the #1 person to take the time out to like encourage me and be like, yo, you can do this, and you know, do it, go for it. But yeah, so until the next time, I will see you in a few days from whenever this video is uploaded. So until then, I'll see you later. All right, bye.